Here are the Otis lifts at Hilton Park Services. These lifts are old and controlled not by computers but relays. Here I am on the first floor. I can only go down because the second floor was closed to the public in the early 1970s, not long after the place opened. To go down to the ground floor, I have to press the up button. This doesn't make a lot of sense. So why was the down button blanked off? Surely it would have made more sense to blank off the up button. There is a fairly simple answer here. If you can hold on to your excitement until after the intro, then I'll explain why. A relay-based system cannot be programmed. Relays can only switch power in and out of circuits. Once designed, it was very difficult to modify functionality. Changing functionality was the reason the key switch was fitted on the first floor. But why was a key switch fitted replacing the down button? When Hilton Park was opened in 1970, the tower on the top floor was open to the public. It was closed about a year later due to fire regulations and poor trade. After the tower was shut, they split the lifts up. The lift on the left is for public use, and the lift on the right is staff only, which can only be accessed using the key switch on the first floor. The call logic worked like this. The up buttons connected to the left lift, the down buttons connected to the right lift. Sometimes this can be the other way around, but the principle is still the same. If we look at the first floor, to prevent people from using the right lift, the call button was replaced to a key switch. To call the left lift, the up button was left in place. Staff were unable to call the staff lift on the ground floor, as there is only one call button. To call the staff lift, the staff would need to go up to the first floor to use the key switch. If we go across the bridge to the motorway services on the south side, the same system was implemented here. The left lift is for public use. The right lift is staff only for the transportation of goods, or freight as you'd call it in the US. The only difference is there are separate call buttons for each lift. Perhaps something they learnt after the north side was completed. On an Otis system, once a lift has reached its final call in its direction, the lift does not have a direction of travel. So it is possible to call a lift to go up and then get in and press a lower floor. Other manufacturers, such as this lift manufactured by Express Lifts, would not work as well. Press a down landing call and the lift arrives expecting to go in that direction. As Hilton Park only has the ground and first floors in use, this is not a good example to demonstrate the call distribution system that is created by having the left lift answering up calls and the right lift answering down calls. So I think an animation is in order to give you a better picture of how this simple design works in a larger building. So if you've not seen it already, have a look at my video that demonstrates the duplex Otis lift system in action. Thanks for watching.